What's up, people? Welcome to the Games at Large, episode 99. How's everybody doing this evening? We got with us Triple M.
Hey, how you doing? I'm a special guest here, second time. Oh wait,
Okay, Shadow.
Hey, straight off some Bacardi, so maybe I can do another debate with Shokio. How y'all doing?
Oh, God. And Lodger, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? Just chilling and enjoying a beautiful day outside.
Well, we're gonna have an Alcoholics at Large Anonymous meeting tonight. Okay, we got some good news, bad news again. For this episode, we're gonna start this one off real quick. Project Spark. If you are a fan of that game, it is set to close on August 12th. That's the bad news. The good news is nobody got fired. Microsoft is actually going to I forgot what they called it, remanage the employees and put them in different on different teams. So that's a good thing.
Can we assign them?
Yeah, that should be expected though, because I mean the name was Project Spark. Like it wasn't. I don't think it was ever expected to be financially viable anyway. If it was, great, but
it was one of those. Well, it's just it's just some bad news. I know I wasn't a fan of it, but I know there were some people who were. So, you got till August 12th apparently. Mm-hmm. So get it in while you can, people.
It still was a studio that got shut down. Still though.
Yeah. But at least on the bright side, nobody got fired.
No, and you're right. It was reassigned because most of the people who did Project Spark were more software engineer than really game designers. So there was no problem for them to reassign them.
So they got shut down, like the team name changed and all that, or
the studio, the Project Spark was basically his own entity of Microsoft Studios, and that got shut down. Yes. That's going to get shut down. Sorry, as Jay just said, it's going to be shut down.
Yeah. So
the only question I have is that Project Spark game, is it actually online only?
I would think it would need to be, because I don't know how else it would work offline. To be honest with you.
That would be it. I don't know the answer. Jay, maybe I think you seen him play the game, and you're Shadow's the only person I know that has Xbox Ones other than. Is it? Or do you have any more information on that?
I can't, because I played it when it first dropped, and then they did that stuff with Conquer, and then I got pissed off. So
okay. The open beta came out a while ago.
I think that thing with Conquer was genius. I don't know what you guys talking about. Bunch of haters.
Don't you ever besmirch the name of Conquer the band for they do.
So that was one of those weird things where they tried to promote games for Windows Live. So they were trying to do this whole Windows 10 unified architecture
platform.
Type deal.
Yeah,
unified software platform or whatever. I forget what they call it. W something. I don't know. Unified something file servers or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, goodness. That means
so they promoted this game. This game had an open beta on PC first. Like early in I want to say in 2013. So like the launch year, this game came out on PC, and then after that it came out in on Xbox One as an open beta, and nobody they tried to show I guess feature it on Xbox Live like when you sign in and stuff like that, but you could tell that the participation was low because whenever you would sign in there was like really nothing going on. So I never saw anybody on my friends list playing it. So
wow. Okay. So basically a game that you can make your own things up, and not many are actually biting it.
Yeah, but everybody wants mods, so they gave them a game with mods, and
it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Cause
let's keep it.
The fan base is like that's not the kind of games they play.
I was gonna say, let's keep it real. Everybody who wants the modified games and do that type of stuff are on PC.
Yeah,
you're trying to do some console. I mean, there are some console gamers that do that, but that's the minority. Let's be real.
One of the largest grossing downloads on Xbox 360 and Xbox One is Minecraft. So I guess the thinking to them was, hey, we got to make another one of these. Let's just make a new IP and see what happens with that. instead of since they bought the rights to that, Minecraft is Minecraft, and I think Notch has pretty much said he's not doing anything with that anymore. So how do you expand upon that idea? As far as being able to create, destroy, do what you will, or whatever, with newer hardware, and just kind of take advantage of that stuff
But you
and
see,
different possibilities.
I, for the record, I had nothing against Project Spark. It actually was a good idea. They just executed it way too early.
Yeah.
They should have worked on it for. They should have worked on it for another year or two and really polish it.
That was one of those
Because
things. But you can't blame Microsoft though. They were trying to pad they wanted to make sure they had a breadth of software. Like they wanted to make sure they had the shooters taken care of, they had the RPG fans taken care of with that one game.
And family or people who's different. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, they did Dance Central. They did they had everything they needed in 2013 for to say that the Xbox One could be the new Wii. If you know what I'm saying, like they tried.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, they definitely tried. It's just people have moved on. They're using their phones now, so.
Yep.
That's kind of.
They're using their phones, or if there is a, how should I say it, they have to have that name brand recognition, like you just said, Minecraft, to go mess with the game. Because if it's not nothing that's established, they're not gonna go for it. Because you still, like, even on the PlayStation Star, you still have Little Big Planet, and people like it.
That's true. That is true.
And of course, Nintendo has Mario Maker, so yeah, I could see why they did. They would have had their own version, but it didn't work out that way. So yeah.
So it ends on August 12th. I'm reading.
Yeah,
August 12th.
Like
Yep.
officially done.
Yeah. So you got a few more months if you are into that. So.
I just want to see the Conquer stuff, see what that's like.
Uh-huh.
I never looked at it.
I like how Jay said it.
Don't look at it.
I mean, it's kind of like Superman 64. You gotta experience it to be able to.
Okay,
understand what it is.
Let me ask you this, Shadow. Did you see the HoloLens Young Conquer?
Yeah, I saw that.
Worse.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, do you want to see it?
Simply because I'm a glutton for punishment.
I
Yeah.
will say, come on, we know Shadow's a glutton for punishment. He likes that weird. This is a failure, but I still want to see it for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is the dude that likes product number 3.
Dude, my heart was
Hey,
hurt.
part of number 2 was a good game. What are you talking about?
I mean, it was, but nobody else thought so.
Yeah, nobody else thought so.
Yeah, that was
Well,
like.
hell, we can't say that because you're right. You're right on that. But again, Okami was a good game. Nobody would pick it up. So.
Well, Okami, well, you know how that goes though. Okami now is one of those. Like Wind Waker. Like, remember how everybody hated Wind Waker? And now
Yeah.
everybody's like, oh, that's one of the best
I was
games.
one of them.
That's one of the best Zeldas. I'm like, I know, like Jeff Gerstmann sitting there talking about, Wind Waker is clearly a better Zelda than Twilight Princess, and I'm like, dude, when that game came out, you were bitching just like everybody else.
Yeah, you're like, shut up.
And for the record, I did not bitch about Wind Waker. I just looked at it like, this is not what I expected.
Hey,
This is not Let's Talk Space World. Yes,
Well-
I'm with that too, but I wasn't negative about it either. I was like, this is not where you show me a space world when Link fighting Ganon and Ganon told him bring it on. I was like,
Yeah,
I think
I was more like scratching my head, but once I played the game, I enjoyed it.
hey,
When I first started to look, I was impressed because number one, I'm old school Zelda fan, so I'm like, oh, so they're making it anime like the old school Link was a little kid and they made it look like that, and he's gonna go on this journey to be a better person or whatever. And then once they showed all the way that he's emoting himself and all that, I said, oh, I'm on board.
Yeah,
I wasn't off the
That was
rip,
the
I
most
sold.
expensive Link to date.
hey, I was one. I'll admit, I was one of those person that actually when, I was a crybaby back then, actually being angered that that wasn't the Zelda that we saw, but hey, I was humble after I played the game.
hey,
I found myself enjoying it.
remember this interview Reggie saying with Kerry Pereira where he said, man, if the internet was prominent at that time, holy smoke.
Dude, all I was
They would have butchered.
The few people that were on the internet then were loud enough.
Yeah. All I say about this is, if you want to know why I love the Wind Waker, it's the last 20 minutes.
Yep.
Where
Yep.
they explain,
Yeah.
where they explain when Ganon sits there and explains why he fucking hates aliens,
And
how
then you
he hates them.
then you slick feel sorry for him for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh,
you
I gotta
stab
kill
him in
you.
the forehead. Then you stab him in the forehead with a damn sword built deep. So, yeah, kitty game. I rest my case. Kitty game. I rest my
God.
case.
Oh Lord.
And just for the record, in that game, I think Zelda has been the strongest that she's ever been. Other than some of the stuff that she had to do in Skyward Sword, I think that is
Yeah.
probably the best and
Her
strongest.
yeah, and she's been strong in that whole series because Tetra has never been a weak person really
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
in a
Tetra-
series.
And I
Tetra
thought it was awesome when she
Oh, yeah, that's right. You keep on saying C's. There's a bunch of DS games.
well when she did the whole
I
sheep
never played.
thing, everybody kind of resorts to that, but nah, that Wind
Tetra will
Waker
shoot
though.
you in the face.
Yeah.
Tetra will shoot you in the face. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Tetra ain't about that. Tetra's a pirate.
She says that she should a pirate.
She's a pirate. Let that sink in for a little bit, alright?
hmm
That means she'll take a cannon and shoot your face off.
Well, if you played Hyrule Warriors Legend,
You know what she'll do. You know exactly what she'll do.
exactly.
And then you take that same person and give her magical powers of the Triforce of Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah.
It's over. No.
Good luck.
Mhm.
So, all right, let's move on a little bit. We got some.
Hold on, Jay. Before we move on, for some reason, this idea popped into my head. Very strange, very awkward, but for some reason, would you expect that Project Spark would have done better if that game would have come out similar to oh crap,
Skylanders, Infinity.
no, that Mahjong game.
Only Minecraft?
Yes,
Yeah,
Minecraft.
But they own that
Minecraft.
now.
Yeah, I don't think that would have changed anything, really.
Okay.
Because they could have done it. They're
Yeah.
Microsoft. They own it now. So.
Yeah, no, I don't
That's why.
think
No,
the
that's
problem-
why. That's why I said if he had the recognition of the brand, and Minecraft had it before Microsoft bought it. So
But here's the thing, though. Minecraft had like a couple years
Yeah.
yeah,
to grow
that's what,
their to grow.
the name brand. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't. Microsoft didn't even. You saw some of Project Spark at like different little events like Gamescom, and I know Linkin Park did a song featuring it in it, but that was it, really. And then they did the whole thing with Conquer.
But here's the other thing too, though. If Microsoft thought that would have been one of the things that would have helped it along, they would have went ahead and threw that name on it as soon as they had the opportunity to. So as soon as they ended up buying it from Mahjong or whatever, they would have threw that on top of Project Spark like nobody's business to see if they could promote that game. But they left it to die for the most part.
Yeah,
So,
which honestly
probably-
made no sense.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately. Hey, what's up, Andre?
Life.
All right, cool.
Tell me about it.
Now that we got that out of the way. Overwatch. Did you hear about the Overwatch thing? The whole if you cheat, you're banned. Period.
Yes,
like,
I've heard
no-
about that.
All right.
I'll say this.
Sorry.
I'll say this. Kudos to Blizzard for being ready to do that because people was going to cheat the second that game launched.
They were trying to do that in the
They were
old.
trying to cheat the
.NET.
beta.
Yeah, they were
That's
trying.
right. You know damn well they were
What?
cheating during the beta. Or trying to.
Why would you cheat in a
There were people.
beta?
No, on Xbox One, I know for a fact because I came across a couple of them.
Why would you cheat on a bloody beta?
Because there are people that are just that sore
Yeah,
losers.
they want to win at all costs. So
Which is
People cheated on
ridiculous.
the Halo.
I say there's two versions. There's the one that hate losing, and then there's just the ones who like to see what they can get away with. Period.
I'm not
And-
gonna lie. I cheated on the Halo 3 beta just because it was fun to do. I didn't do it like to gain rank or anything like that. We did it in like open player matches or whatever, like big team battle or whatever, and we would just do stupid stuff with the physics.
Hey,
Like,
there you go. See, and that's the second example I gave. Some people
But-
just want to
But
see if they could do it.
That's different from the people trying to cheat to win.
yeah. And
That's
that's
right.
That's what Blizzard was talking about. Because if you would have read them comments after that dropped, you could tell who be doing that mess.
Hmm.
Because they were
But then
upset.
they're upset. But Jay, that goes to what we said on the midcast. That's why betas. That's why I told you. I talked about we brought it back up about how betas are not giving us as developers the true stuff because we have people who do stuff like this too.
Yeah. So I'm like this. I'm like, first of all, if you're gonna play right. Now, if they give you microtransactions, you want to buy the stuff, fine. But if you're trying to go out and mod around everything, and you're not supposed to, then face the consequences of your actions. Don't
Exactly.
complain about it. Face the consequences of your actions.
Kind of
So,
tells me though, this particular beta, they must have been watching hard. They must have been paying
well,
close attention.
they did extend it out like a day and a half.
Yeah,
So
they were watching
apparently they saw
closely.
something they didn't like.
Because
Because right after
this keep
Wednesday,
happening.
what was it? Wednesday they made that announcement. Wednesday, like
Mhm.
if you get caught,
Yeah.
they're banning you, and there's no that you're getting banned. Period. That's it. If they catch you, so like, yeah, dang man. So apparently they saw something and they didn't like it. What they saw apparently.
Well,
So
remember, and also this is gonna live and die because we talked about this on the midweek too. They're gonna live and die by multiplayer.
yep.
So you can't have people messing with your money like that, man. Nah, if you had a single player and stuff, I think they'll listen a little bit, but because this is all online multiplayer, yeah, you're not gonna, nah.
Yeah, nah, that mess ain't flying. So I find it funny because like first of all, if you're gonna do that, you shouldn't be playing anyway if you can't take your L like a man. So
No. See, you're just a hater.
yeah,
You are one of those people that keep putting restriction on gamers. When we game, we're supposed to do whatever we feel like and just enjoy the game.
You know,
Okay.
you're a horrible
So,
troll.
okay.
You know that?
Uh-huh.
But hold on though. If we go with that stance, then I'm gonna do whatever I feel like and get you off the game so I can enjoy it.
And I will do everything I can to make sure you can't do that to me. Aha!
And
But
that's why that's exactly why this has happened. That's exactly
yeah,
why.
but yeah, jokes aside, guys, come on. I mean, I get the appeal for some of y'all. Y'all like to see what you can get away with. But at the end of the day, part of the enjoyment of gaming is taking your skills and outdoing someone and beating them. Not because of cheating, but because of playing the game. It's more fun that way. You get more satisfaction. Come on.
Plus it
Satisfaction.
to not complain as much.
Satisfaction? People play
And
games.
plus-
Post them on Google Plus. Come on, man.
Plus, how would you hate if you went into a match and all of a sudden your weapon's locked? You can't shoot for nothing, and the guy has like an ultimate weapon and blows you away. You'd be pissed. You'd be frustrated.
Everybody would be.
Talk about Destiny. I mean, not Destiny Division. That's happening in there. But again, that's just me. Sorry.
Golden rule, people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. If you want to cheat, fine. We put you in a separate game somewhere, and y'all could try to out-cheat each other. But for the rest of us, we like to play the game fair and square and try to whoop each other's ass.
Everything everybody tells me about the Dart Zone in that game, it kind of reminds me of the Purge. It's like, oh, you're underpowered. We're all gonna kill you.
Yeah, and take your loot.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, and like I said, I understand. I enjoyed the beta. I thought it was fun, but I understand why Blizzard did it. I don't blame them at all. I mean, at some point, people got to get out of this mindset of I'm entitled because I'm a fan. You're not entitled to nothing. You ain't entitled to nothing, dude.
Yeah.
So play the game right and learn how to play the game.
And also, I have to give a shout out to. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was saying, shout out. I got a shout out to Dog Ghost because he played the beta and he was talking about how what's the big ass. I forgot the name of the robot. With a P. That they say is OP.
I gotta look again because I didn't play with that one. I played as Hanzo and Tracer mostly.
Oh, that's what I played as. I played as Hanzo because Dark Ghost was like, man, he's OP and stuff. I said, dude, I have Hanzo. He said, well, I don't mean nothing. I said, oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. Like on my PC, I have a Wii remote and nunchuck. it's like second game to me now. It's like Metroid Prime to me. So I'm there jumping over walls and coming down and shooting your butt. That's why I bought that adapter.
But yet people don't want you to have that type of option.
Yeah.
Activision.
It's all
But
about
no,
it.
y'all really want to talk about a character in Overwatch that's OP. Diva is OP, and I know that from playing with her.
Yeah, Diva is. I ain't
Diva
gonna lie,
can
Diva.
until her robot gets broken, and then she's fast on her feet after that.
Yeah.
Diva, no Symmetra, where you just instantly rebuild people's energy. Like you just.
The reason why I say Diva, because Diva is kind of like that. Like the best way to describe it for me is like what happens in Smash Brothers Brawl when Samus comes out of that suit.
Mm.
Like it don't get better, it gets worse.
Has a move just like that too.
Yeah, it doesn't get better for you, it gets worse. So
Yeah, look, he drops an atomic bomb in the middle of the arena with her suit, jumps out of it, runs. You can run away with her and respawn the suit before the other one blows up.
yeah.
And if you don't choose to, again, she's light on her feet.
For those of you that have not played this game, though, if you're listening to this and you have not played this game, go ahead and play it first. Please don't Google it, because if you Google it, you'll find things you probably don't want to see.
Oh yeah,
That's true. That is true.
Some people, they really love these characters.
and
Yeah.
I want to make a statement. For all the controversy that got thrown about over that one character's butt for Overwatch, that character is like the least used character in the game.
Oh yeah.
And there are other big butts in the game as well.
Yeah, like Farrah.
Speak about that, Arthur. For some reason, the word pussy popping came out for that character, and I looked through every artwork. I even went to watch some gameplay.
What?
Yeah, there was
What the hell?
Oh, okay, hold on. Did I just hear?
I know what I just said too.
Okay, listen. This is the game as a large cast.
That never happened.
This is not an OGL cast. This is not a Shadow cast. This is not a better cast unlimited. This is a game as a large main cast. So let's keep the more
PC.
language under check.
Oh well.
Let's try to keep it PG.
PG-13 up in here.
13, man.
You can say shit, damn, maybe an ass. That's about it.
Yeah, let's try to keep PG-13.
Just to start drama though, I just want to start a little drama real quick. I will say, and I will say definitively that live Buttercast was severely overrated. I must say, I just have to go.
Whatever.
Here we go.
That's only because you wasn't there. Don't hate. You should have been there, fool.
It's because he got roasted at the end of it. He's just
I'm
He's just mad he didn't have any rice water. He didn't have no rice water. That's
Hey, Shadow, you think you can come over and salt my steak for me?
got plenty of salt over there, don't he?
I got a lot of salt.
All right,
Lord.
Commander Shepard. Okay, so should I use the word camel instead?
Whatever.
What? Okay.
Time out.
I have no words. Now, Jerry, rein the people in.
Time out.
It's just like the game.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Red flag.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Hold on.
Oh man.
Let's take a step back.
Exactly.
Let's just call it vaginal thrusting.
Oh God.
Oh wow. There we go.
All right, dude. You know what? Screw it. We're going on to the next thing. We're not even going back to that.
Hey, it was clean.
Hey, we're going on to the next thing. We just going on to the next thing.
Personally, I do apologize, people, but that was a golden opportunity I couldn't miss.
It's nobody's fault. It's Jay's fault. You never have Overwatch as a topic. That's what it always leaves that way.
First of all, that was not where we were going with this.
Let's have a sober check.
Yeah.
Who here is sober?
I'm sober.
I'm sober.
Hey, we're moving away from Overwatch. We get to play it, have fun. It's going to be out May 24th on PC.
And don't cheat.
PS4. Don't cheat because Blizzard ain't playing. That's the end of Overwatch. So,
Don't cheat, and remember, when you Google any image, extreme
mama
caution is
home.
advised.
make sure your mama ain't home.
No safe, not safe for work.
Yeah,
And it's
alright,
W, yeah.
Not safe for work, home, or children.
For the people that actually wants to see a footage of Overwatch, go search for Dashi Games.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, all right.
Okay. All right. So we're going to Ninty brought out their new slogan, and
Like that's any better, but go ahead.
Grammar issues aside, want to get everybody's thoughts on that slogan. So I'm gonna start with Chef.
All I have to say is challenge accepted.
Okay.
Hold on. What slogan is this?
There's no play like it.
And that's why I said, you just said there's no play like it, and I said challenge accepted.
I wonder what kind of challenge that may be.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But I can't say anything more than that because we keep it PG-13. Continue.
Yeah.
I'm kind of indifferent.
Do what, Andre?
I'm kind of indifferent. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. So I'm just indifferent.
Why don't we?
This is coming. I'm sorry. This is coming from the GI guy, who just a moment ago we went like sideways.
What?
Just like that picture I attached. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that picture.
Oh boy.
This is why you don't Google Overwatch.
People don't worry about the picture. What you saying, Shadow?
The first thing I looked at was somebody came up with another slogan, and it says your NES will last longer than your gravestone, which is pretty accurate. I mean,
What?
Basically, yeah.
No, it's not a Nintendo, and that's about right. Continue.
I found the NES in somebody's backyard in 2001. Plugged it in and it worked.
What's that Game Boy? That Game Boy that got blown up.
Yeah.
It's a Nintendo World Store, yep. It got blown up, but it still works. I've seen somebody drag a GameCube behind their car down the block.
Yep. And they plugged it in.
And then they plugged it in and it played. I mean, they had to tape it to keep it shut, but it played.
It kind of reminds me of when X-Play was doing that. Out.
Oh,
That kind of reminds me when X-Play was doing that series that they were breaking consoles and then seeing which ones still worked. And I remember the GameCube was like the only one that still worked between that, the Xbox, and the PS2.
I remember that.
They super smashed that thing.
Oh yes, they ran.
Yep. They dropped it off with like 10-story building and stuff.
With a sledgehammer and some more stuff.
I'm sorry, guys, but when I just looked up that slogan to find out there's no play like it. So a history of their marketing exec showed up, and the first one was Cammy Dunaway.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! The one that pretended that she broke her leg on a skiing trip and then proceeded to play 1080 Avalanche.
Wow. Man.
This chick. And then she was trying to play Wii Sports on stage. It didn't work. It's just yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Everybody was like, her or Reggie? We're going to pick Reggie. But he's the president. He's not the VP. We'll pick Reggie. Yeah. So Reggie is the VP and the president at the same time. So, yeah. She tried, though. She tried. Just Google pictures of Cammy Dunaway. It's all of her looking in compromising positions. She just looked like she has no idea what she's talking about the entire time.
Oh, you mean like half the industry now?
Yeah. She began and ended her career in 2007. Let's put it that way.
Oh wow.
Wow. Alrighty.
Okay, I'll talk about my take.
I have
My
no
take
words
on
for
it.
that.
My take on it is to be 100% honest. Is the slogan is true, even though they, as Jay said, the grammar, but they have the play buttons and everything around it. It's not only the slogan, it's also the picture that's associated with it.
Yeah, that kind of
So
assumes that we're going to have this same control style that we've had since the Super Nintendo.
yeah, but
Uh,
my thing is that my thing is the it is 100% correct because most of Nintendo's games, consoles, whatever, doesn't play like everybody else. They always go different from everybody, so nothing plays like it. No, there's no other play like it. It's right. Basically, if the guy would switch around, and we know it, basically just taking a shot saying nobody plays like it. Because it's
Honestly, at the end of the day, the concept is beautiful. It's just the
Yeah.
execution in English can easily get messed around with.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
all it is.
which has been hilarious on Twitter. It has just
That's
been
always
hilarious on
been
Twitter.
that's always been their stigma, though. Their whole
yeah,
thing was to be different, and that like they said that in every investor meeting, like since the beginning of time, and people seem to forget that. They're like, well, why won't they be like everybody else? Because they never promised to.
And we don't want them to because that's how we keep having more innovation in the industry in the first place.
You mean gimmicks, right?
Well, yeah, gimmicks. That's become standard. For most of the gimmicks have become standard in this day and age, ironically.
Hold on,
Yeah.
let me mention something now. I hate that we haven't said that this slogan isn't as powerful as now you're playing with power, or now you're playing with power superpower, or get in,
get
or
out.
get out. You know,
Oh my
all of those slogans that happened way before the people complaining about them were born. You know those.
yeah.
Get in, get out is still one of my favorite ones, and playing with power. Those are two awesome slogans.
Get in, get in or get out was my favorite one because they did it with
Yes.
Killer Instinct.
What, you
Killer
Yes.
Instinct was the game that they had playing in the background to get in or get out.
Well said. Well
Well,
said.
towards the
hold
end, I
on.
think they changed it. It changed the system. I think is what they did. After that, it was like
Yeah.
change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
what that was.
which reminds me, the Shaolin. Oh, that we'll talk about that later. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later.
Hold on, Shadow Fox. You mean to tell me that people complained when Nintendo brought the slogan "touching is good"?
Yes, touch generations. That was.
Well, see, you can't say that now because there's too many connotations with that.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Well,
Yeah.
Silence
You know
is
why?
golden.
You know why? Because it was contradictory with "clean is good" for the Super Mario Sunshine promo.
Yeah.
Once again, silence is golden.
No, Silence is golden at the end of Super Mario Sunshine, and you're like, why is she in a bathtub with him?
And a dirty one at that.
Yes, lava field.
Hilarity strikes again. All right.
All I have to say is Japanese.
Ken, we ain't heard from you, man. What you think?
Like Andre, I'm indifferent.
He's playing Splatoon. Don't front.
True, very true. But no, I've been listening. But like honestly, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. To me, it's like I have a feeling it's gonna end up just like the Splatoon theme song. Or you're a kid now, Squid now. People are gonna hate it at first. Think it's cheap and definitely could have been done better. But then it's gonna stick in your head.
And then there's gonna be an anime conventions dressing up like them.
Oh
Feel
boy.
good. I like the Wii name time I heard it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Whatever.
But you know what they should have chose though. If I was them, I would have said, get in or get cross, get out, like the old one, but incorporate the whole NX thing in it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Then there'll be like
Said,
15
nice try.
rumors coming up.
Exactly. No. Keep things separate from each other. That, like I said, the statement is grammar is kind of messed up, and I can't say people being indifferent on it. But again, the statement is not lying. It's true. That's Nintendo. Nothing plays like it.
And that being said, Liger, you want to go into the games over $1 million?
Yeah, on my podcast, and Andre was on that podcast. On my podcast at Thursday, you could on the Endure channel, we had a random talk, which surprisingly wasn't as random as I thought it until Andre put in his last kick at the end.
That magic hand?
I ain't gonna even say no. We try to keep this PG-13 here. Anyway.
PG-13, man. PG-13.
Anyway.
I said,
But, if you heard it, you know what Andre said. So anyway, but other than that, though, is there was an investment meeting that came out. Nintendo showed 13 games that did on the 3DS and also on the Wii U that sold a million in the financial year, a million. Now, the thing that killed me was some of these it was very good, it is good overall, but also some of these were like knockout hits, like Splatoon 4.7, Mario 3D World, also about 3.3 or 3.4 million, which is not bad for a game that came out a year ago or it came out September, which is pretty good for one platform. But the thing also it showed was, one, there's a lot of games like Mario Kart 7 and New Super Mario Brothers 3, New Super Mario that's on the DS 2 sold a million as well. A game that came out 5 years ago sold a million last year.
That doesn't count. Nintendo's relevant.
And
See, Nintendo's a failure though, so you know those numbers are skewed.
I'm not even getting that with you guys. I'm just pointing that out. And also, don't forget the games that people said that. Remember the game review, deadpan, and people hate about it. Mario Party 10, Amiibo Home Designs. Those games also sold, like Mario Party 10 sold 1.7 million. Amiibo Home Design sold over 3 million. And that game also games that came out last year.
So hold on, let me interrupt you briefly for a second. So that means that Metroid Prime Federation Force is going to sell at least 1 million.
More than likely. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm going to guess like 2, maybe 3, but at least 1 million.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I'll say 5.
I won't say no damn 5, something lying.
Yeah.
I'm
say,
putting it to you like
I'd say
that.
1.5 to 2 million is a safe number. 1.5 to 2 million is a safe
I will
number.
put it to you. I will put it to you like this right here. The majority of people that's gonna be playing that game are the main people that was bitching about it last year.
Well,
that seems to be a golden rule of late.
Yeah.
I hate the game. This is garbage. I'm picking it up day one, but only I'm not using money. I'm using a gift card or I'm trading stuff
Which is
in.
so stupid. That logic is so wasted. But the reason I point this out is not because of it. Okay, it's showing that Nintendo is doing well. That's not it. I pointed it out for that reason. I pointed out also that they did well on certain things that's new IPs. They did well on IPs that's old that came out. They did well on IPs that people deadpan them and say it would never do great. And last but not least, as the one that sold very well too, that came 2 years out, Mario Kart 8 sold almost 3 million last year. And that's without the bundle pack. That's just software and people go to the stores and buy it.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Well, that's evergreen.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
No, that's the way. Come on, Shadow. That's the way that company works. Everybody else don't work that way.
It's so funny how the newer players in the game, they're always expected to lead, and Nintendo's supposed to follow. That's so funny to me. I never understood that. You know what? I do understand it. It's people. They're using broken logic to do whatever they want.
Wait,
I'm gonna say, you know what happens.
I see what it is. It's what it comes down to is that when you see, like, let me give an example. Like, LeBron James. There we go. Everybody was hating on this fool for the longest while because he keeps doing well. Just keep kicking it. It's like Michael Jordan. There's a lot of people that love him and a lot of people that hate him. Like all the superstars, they want to topple the one that's doing great.
This is why I don't like them, and this is why I'm gonna say I don't like them. And granted, everybody in the NBA is this tall, so they have this problem too. But dude be mega carrying, and then ain't nothing you I mean, when you're like almost 7 feet tall, though, you're going to scoop the ball a certain type of way, right? If you're not average sized dude, you're not able to just continuously dribble with your palm facing down. But he has no choice but to pick up the dribble before he drives, and it just looks so awkward. And the refs are just like, whatever.
No. Shadow. The reason why you hate him is because he actually grabs the ball, takes 5 steps in front of the ref, and the ref don't call it. That's
Well,
why you hate him.
and so here's the other thing.
Okay, I used a bad
tried-
example here,
I
obviously.
tried to hate on that
Oh
too.
yes, you open Pandora's box.
No, I tried to hate on that. So look, here's the thing. If I'm mad about something, right, I try to find all the reasons why I'll be wrong about it. So I looked. I was like, man, this dude, he's straight. He is straight traveling all around the court, nobody saying anything. So I looked at a replay on one of them. His legs are really long. Like I looked at one play, he was at the 3-point line, drove to the lane. I think he put the ball down on the ground one time, but his legs are so long. As he took his second step, he was already at the free throw line. So he has such a long stride that so I can't fault him for that. He picks up that dribble though. I can't fault him for the traveling, at least not in the couple of times that I've seen him in slow mo. But the fouls though, he sells the fouls. and he gets them every time. But that's part of the game. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well,
Kobe
let me
does
add.
it, he's not as lucky most of the time. But
Let me add something. If we get back to games, let me add something to what as well. Because if you go to Mr. T's video about platinum games, and again, I have the video about my channel too. But it's that as an example of why I said the evergreen, as Jay just said, is like, look, Bayonetta 1. Basically, I'm sorry. Bayonetta 2 that came on the Wii and the Wii U got 1 million in a year and 2 months, which is pretty good and it's pretty great. But on Xbox and PlayStation, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, it's been 6 years and the sales on that thing has been stagnant at 1 million or just below 1 million for those consoles.
And so here's the other thing too. Those consoles also have almost 20 times the user base as Wii U.
Yep.
But people with Wii U don't have no games and don't buy no games, and Nintendo is failing. But they're selling games though. I don't get it. Like they're selling games in the millions that will compete with the AAA third parties. Like I don't.
That's why when I did that video, when I did the podcast, and Andre could back me up on this because he was there. I said first of all, people are not comparing apples to apples when they're comparing a Nintendo game to a third party game or others, because most of those games, first of all, Nintendo budgets their game way different than the others. That's one. They budget the game to sell 200,000, 500,000 to make their money back, and then everything else would be basically profits, straight profits after that. The others don't do that. They go 170 million, 80 million, 100 million, 150 million to get their games out, and then they gotta sell a ton of stuff like Final Fantasy 15 gotta do to make their money back up. So you can't. The comparison is different, and then the budget is different, and also most of those games you have them to platinum, like with the Bayonetta 1. People buy the game initially, and then they dropped off. Wow.
Yeah, that's the 360 and Xbox fan base. That's how it works. With the exception of evergreen titles like Halo and
Gears of War
and Modern Warfare 2. Like Gears of War 2 and 3 they weren't evergreen like the first one was. So it was it was literally just like Halo titles and Call of Duty that really stood the test of time. Everything else is like after about 3 months, you finding it for like $20 somewhere. And that's that's unfortunately it's a good thing for the gamer, I guess, because they get stuff cheaply. But then it's bad for the gamer in the long run because they end up finding out that their favorite studio is closing.
Yeah, and that's the sad part. People think short term and not long term, and that's what's going to hurt the industry. That's what's hurting the industry right now.
Yeah, like where is Prey right now? Where is that? Like there used to be a lot of talk about that game, Darksiders, like a lot of those games. These are the games that people would talk about to avoid talking about Nintendo games. They were like, "Oh, I like this game," but then they will avoid talking about Zelda. Like it's clearly a Zelda game, but they, that's the kind of stuff. Those are the excuses that they need, and those studios are closing.
Yep.
And that's the sad part.
THQ ain't here no more.
Yep. Here's another thing to look at. People don't want to think about it this way, but Nintendo usually only releases maybe 1 to 2 iterations of a series per generation. And over time, people buy those games because they see them and they're like, "This is there. I want to play something. This is what I can play."
Sometimes
Yep.
that pisses me off though. Like, really, why is Super Mario Brothers Wii more expensive than New Super Mario Brothers Wii U? That makes no sense.
Hey.
Buying it.
I'm guessing because the rarity is impacting New Super Mario Brothers more than the Wii U version.
Nah, you can still find it at Walmart. Nintendo
Isn't
just
that-
know people still buying it.
Yeah, you know people still buying it, and they gonna keep selling it. They gonna
They're
keep selling
playing
it. I
people.
remember.
They're playing people buying it at that price. That's why it's still.
I remember back in 2009, there was still new copies of Super Smash Bros. Melee
Yeah,
that was being sold for like $49.
yeah, $50.
Buying them.
Because it was so good.
Yeah, so I mean, that usually does happen. You know, with them, that usually happens. There's usually like one or two. Like I think Mario Kart Wii still sells like that. You know,
Yep.
from time to time. And it's just certain games that does it.
Mario Kart Wii still sell like that, and it's not even online anymore.
Yeah, they shut
Well,
that server down, and people still playing it.
Did you know Nintendo sold 1 million Wii's last year?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I said
crazy.
That's why I laugh when people keep talking about they gonna close
No,
or they should
those-
go third party.
No,
I'm like,
no,
dude, y'all
no.
really don't
Those
understand
were
how
sold.
business works.
Those were refurbished units at GameStop. They don't count.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure that's where they get their numbers from. I'm sure.
yeah.
it. Yeah, GameSpot. Yeah.
Because GameStop loves them, right?
Yeah, apparently. I mean,
Okay.
all right. Last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here. I don't know if anybody saw this, but there is a vid on YouTube for a game that's currently on PC. Well, it's early access. It's Shaolin versus Wu Tang. Now, for those
Mortal
of you
Kombat done right.
well, if you don't know, like back in the day, there was this little thing called Kung Fu Theater. It used to come on from like 12 to 2 after cartoons on Saturday morning.
Yep.
So,
Yes, it did.
pretty
that was
much,
that was before Stunt Masters came on.
yeah. So pretty much what you had was you had like a bunch of old kung fu movies, and they would come on, and of course some of the stories would be stupid, some of the the dub would be horrible, but the music and the fighting would be awesome. And what this team has done, I can't remember the name of them, but what they've done was they went and took characters from their favorite Shaolin and Wu-Tang movies and basically put them in a fighting game using music. They got verified music from Shaw Brothers, as well as likenesses and fighting styles. Now, what they did was they didn't use the
Oh
name.
man.
They didn't use the name of the actual person. So you don't see Bruce Lee's name, you don't see Jackie Chan's name, you don't see Gordon Liu's name, you see their style. So like Bruce Lee, if you watch the video on YouTube, Bruce Lee is Dragon, Gordon Liu
And
is Long Fist, like that.
And there's Jet Li in there too. Although
Yeah,
Jet
he's
Li, yeah,
I forgot what he.
That's
This
good
is
I
enough.
forgot his name.
Yeah, he's his Wushu.
Those royalties, son.
Yeah. So I mean, if you go in and you watch it, it's actually pretty interesting. And I wanted to know. I know, Shep, you did get a chance to see it, right?
Yeah, I did.
What you think
I
about
like the combat flow, honestly. I'm looking forward to see how more they develop it. The game clearly is incomplete,
it? Yeah, it
but
clearly isn't.
you
But
could, but the way it flows, like it reminds me a lot of those old school games that has like a decent combo system. Like you could really see, and then certain attacks, like you could see the first attacks when they're like the Wu-Tang fighters tend to use more weapons. Well, they both use weapons, but you see like when the person get cut, they'll stagger a little bit, whatever. Vice when they get punched. Like you could, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but y'all should check it out. Like Google. Actually no, just go on Google Plus.
yeah, I know I put it up on Google Plus, but
Shaolin versus Wu-Tang game. Put game because otherwise you get a bunch of old school flicks, which are still awesome for the record. But yeah.
But yeah, if you want to go on YouTube as well, there's 3 videos that I know of. It's 2 of them. One of them is
I
the.
do have one complaint though.
Uh huh.
They don't seem to have enough stagger. So what happens? What it looked like to me is just everybody just runs into each other and slash, so somebody dies.
Which one did you watch? Did you watch the minute 17 one?
The minute
Was it?
17 one. I didn't.
That's the alpha.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
alpha
I need to
trailer.
look at the other video then.
Yeah, you need to look at the other one.
Okay, because that's where I had a bit of a problem because they didn't seem to stagger much. So it looks like one of those you just pound on the buttons.
Yeah, because that's what I thought at first. So I saw the 2 minute one and the 19-minute actual gameplay. That
Okay, so I'm gonna have to look at the rest.
yeah.
So regardless of quality here, I gotta commend these guys, and the reason why I say that is this is stuff that Midway was afraid to do back in the '90s because they would have got sued to hell and back. That's originally what they wanted to do, and they couldn't do that, so they had to come up with their own kind of very loose stereotypes of the characters that they created, and
Like I said, Mortal Kombat done right.
yeah, all they wanted to do was they wanted to create a kung fu movie. That's all they were doing.
No. They wanted to Van Damme the video game.
Yes, and to the point where they put Van Damme in there, and they wanted him to fight, like Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon kung fu characters, and it just didn't. It didn't work out. I get, for obviously because at the time a video game studio didn't have lawyers, so that was one of those things where they were because of the times and because of video games not having as much money as they did back then, they had to completely change the scene up, and these guys are able to do it just by going to law.gov and finding out.
And are you challenging Nintendo? All that grunting? Sorry.
Nah, well, no, I was doing something for somebody. Sorry. I just put my mic back on. I was gonna say one thing that needs to make that game better, Jay. And I've not seen the trailer, but if you have the music like you said, you need to have that. You have to have RZA on that, man. You gotta put that RZA beat on it, man.
No. Actually, at first I was thinking like, what, this would be dope if RZA was in it. But then I'm like, no, I want the original soundtrack music in it, because what they did, they actually take scenes from the movie as the background, so you see it in that '70s gradient.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like,
it's a real nostalgia trip.
Yeah, it's a real. One of my favorite backgrounds was the background into Snake and Eagle Shadow, where you're fighting in that field with the like little waterfall in the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually one of the fight stages. The burning house from Come Drink With Me. That's one of the fighting stages. So I mean, I would have loved for them to like use that, but if they would have did it, it would have felt out of place with how the game is set up.
The music, his Shaolin music that he used in his thing. Okay.
No, because they got the soundtrack. Like if you go on the guys.
No, I know that. No, I know that. I'm like, but some of his RZA been doing like those kind of style of music since 1996. I was saying like he's done music for those kind of stuff. So, but no, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not arguing against it.
Why not to settle everybody's quarrel here? Dual soundtrack.
I was going to say
soundtrack for the movies.
But it's. I agree, but I don't think they have the budget for that right now.
Yeah, I don't. Cause
I think. Listen. If they kind of run this idea by the Wu-Tang Clan, they.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. RZA would do this. RZA would do this.
RZA would do it in a heartbeat. I know that.
All you gotta do is ask him.
No, all you gotta do is show him the trailer, and he's like,
I'm like, hey, y'all want me to throw some tracks in this?
Exactly.
Look, I'm just asking, could y'all make a character for me too?
Yeah,
he's one of the coolest producers. He's one of the coolest producers I've ever met in my life. Like he's a cool dude. So I know for sure he would jump on and just like, hey man, let's do this. Yeah.
Man, he wouldn't even touch the beat machine, man. He'll just pull out some DAT tapes from 1990.
Oddly enough, though, when I saw the title, that was the first thing I thought was like the Wu-Tang Clan members actually fighting over Chinese.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I thought the same thing when I saw the Shaolin versus Wu-Tang. I was like, oh snap!
That would be cool because they deep into like Asian.
Yeah, all of them.
And all that
every last one of them.
I'm like,
Kung Fu fighting.
Did you say he's deep into Asia? Oh, let me stop.
PG-13.
He just made me think about Bruce Leroy when he said.
Oh my God!
So hold on. Y'all never seen like any of the Wu-Tang movies?
I
The
haven't
old
I
seen
one?
saw a
all of them.
couple
I've
of them,
seen
but
some.
Yeah, I've
it's been
seen.
so long for me.
Well, you guys should hold on. You guys should remember Andre and Chef. I showed you that YouTube link.
Yeah,
Remember
I
Wu-Tang
haven't had
Yep,
a
yep,
chance
Collection?
to
yep.
watch all of them.
Oh, okay,
I
Okay,
have
because
okay.
it's
muscle over
like,
meter though.
man, because there's a
You gotta
lot.
revisit
I
them
didn't know there
yourself.
were that many. I didn't know there
Oh,
were that
there
many
is.
movies
There
there.
There's
is
a
So,
lot.
because a
on
lot of them did come
YouTube.
over here.
No, they are. Most of them are. If you on on YouTube, they call what is it called Wu-Tang Collection. That's what the
Yeah,
name of
it's
the YouTube
Wu-Tang
channel.
Collection. Yeah.
Wu-Tang Collection. There's over 300 movies on that thing. Straight movies, all of it, just movies.
So if you want to get down with your old kung fu watching self, there you go.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, that is a cool. There's a cool YouTube. There's a cool YouTube channel. It shows you behind the scenes and all that stuff too. But it shows you, like Snake versus Monkey, all the old school, and bad dubs and everything. But
Yep.
it's pretty. It's pretty. But it's the whole. But it's the whole movie subtitle
That's
or
part of the
translated.
charm, though. That's the
Yeah.
part.
Yeah,
That's
it
part
is.
of the charm
It
is the
is.
bad dubs.
Yeah, the horrible dubs, man.
I
Man,
love
I
it.
love getting into it, man.
I used to play fight with my boys. Be like, I've been moving. I was like, you? When they challenge my family?
Yeah, you know.
What's on?
But
everybody made fun of that.
I
So.
will say this because a coworker of mine was the one that showed that to me because I didn't even know about it, and he had asked one of the creators on YouTube like where all they're trying to get this out to, and apparently they right now it's out for Steam, but they are trying to look at bringing it to consoles. So we just have to stay tuned on that.
Okay.
Sweet.
That
Yeah,
that will be awesome if they could bring that.
So confirmed for Wii U?
No.
Ain't nobody,
No,
nobody
Shadow,
confirmed
Shadow,
nothing.
you know better. You know better. This
That was a nasty shot, man. That's a nasty shot.
You know
Yeah.
better.
It had to happen.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was actually. I think it's a very cool idea. I wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna say too. Yeah.
I wish it would have came out, but then again, once again, I'm one of those guys. I love kung fu theater. Hell, that's like some of my favorite. Favorite side of my DVD collection is nothing but kung fu theater movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Same
I
here.
got like a nice little collection of movies of that. So, I mean, I would be into it. I don't know about some of these young cats, but just looking at how the game is and looking at the play vids that they done, I'm all in on it.
I'm pretty sure they could sell them on the action alone.
Yeah, because most of them know who Bruce Lee is. They just don't know who nobody else is on that.
They don't know who dang it, and I'm forgetting his name.
You gotta remember now. Some of
See,
these
look,
cats,
I'm
Honestly,
forgetting Bolo
let's
and
keep it
everybody else.
real. Let's keep it real. Regardless of us nostalgic cats, the game looks fun. They have great combos. The animation, for what it's worth, is relatively smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like fighting games, you should like this game.
yeah. So I agree with that. But my only thing is, we know how some people are. Man, I don't know who these people are. I'm like, then look up movies.
Look who they look up.
You
who
know
they
what? You know what? You are 100% correct about it, because remember remember IGN, and also where they ain't around no more, G4. No, G4 give it a 10, not G4. It was GameSpot. GameSpot and IGN took a point out because they didn't know who the Tatsunoko characters were for Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
And
So,
that
That's
made me mad.
ridiculous.
Yes.
That's kind of
That-
ridiculous. Like
yeah.
you don't know the characters, so you
So
take
it's
a
their
point
fault.
off
Yeah.
for half of the game because you don't know the characters when you could have literally just
Looked them
looked them up.
I'm sorry.
And I find it ridiculous that they don't know who Karas, the Gotcha Man group, they don't know who
Well,
they don't know who
hold on.
Casher or Kashana. Like,
the
nah,
reason,
man.
Andre, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when I mean, I knew about them, but like some of those guys when they reviewed that game, I was looking at them. I'm like, they wouldn't know who these people who they are. They don't watch anime.
Nope.
nope.
They don't.
That's
They,
right.
they only watch
Either-
the popular stuff. They wouldn't
Either
know
way.
who. They wouldn't know who Karas is. They wouldn't know who Gotcha Man. They wouldn't know none of that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Hold on,
Like
hold
all
on,
these look.
Hold
If
on,
you
hold on.
are
I know
fan-
anime. I know anime. I watched Akira 19 times and Ninja Scroll 3 times.
See, there you
I
go.
know everything about anime.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come back and really know about Vampire Hunter D, Ranma Half, Maison and Coco, Yodosei Yatsura. When you talk about Appleseed, when you talk
What?
about Initial D,
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
What is Bubblegum Crisis? Who knows what that is?
Bubblegum Crisis, Dominion Tank Police,
But here we
God.
go. Hey,
Cutie Honey,
here's
the
thing.
original
All
one.
right, hold on.
Here's the thing. Like we laughing about that. Like we can, because we can rattle them off. There's a lot of people there's some people who don't even know what Dragon Ball Z is.
Oh my God! You have to show.
I have you know, sir. I have watched Naruto. That's all that matters.
There you go. There you go. I mean, yeah, we laughing, but there you go.
That's the bad thing is that's exactly how a lot of people are.
Yeah, I know One Piece. Therefore, I'm an anime fan.
Like,
I know Fairy Tail, so I'm an anime fan.
I've met quite a few. I've met mostly the extremes, though. It was like you have the people that only watch the popular stuff, or the people that completely shun the popular stuff.
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen that too.
So when they did that, I just at that point, I think that was like one of them years where I'm like, you know what, IGN went down, and that's when I stopped paying attention to their reviews. Because
I never really paid attention, so I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I said I had to correct myself. I made a mistake because I did remember G4, Adam Sessler and Morgan. That was for that year. That was the first 10 they gave for the first 5 out of 5 they gave for the year. So I made a mistake on saying G4. Okay, I remember it was a G something, and that's what I messed up on. Yeah. It was GameStop and IGN.
I was done when a dude almost 10 years my senior acted like he didn't know what the Wii U was, as he saw it personally in front of his face and played it.
Are you serious?
Well, is this an attachment for the Wii?
Yeah, see, at that point,
played it before everybody. What are you talking about?
And that's why I kept telling people, I'm like, dude, there's no way in the world the gaming media was gonna allow the Wii U to do good. I knew they wasn't going to do that.
The bad thing is, even if they did praise it, it probably wouldn't have done that much better than it did.
Yeah, it would have.
I'm actually making a video about that pretty soon. So it'll.
I mean, if they praised it, it would have been accepted better. But I don't know.
It's all perception. But it's all perception, though.
I was gonna say it comes on exactly. Jay said it perfect. It comes on to perception, bro.
You saw Mr. T's video. You saw Mr. T's video. Ain't no way. There's no way that these people that everything else Nintendo does, bad or good or whatever, they know everything
exactly
about
what it is. Hell, they know more details than you before it even shows up.
Exactly.
And he didn't
honestly, thanks to those cats, I learned way more about Nintendo. Because when I first came in, I just played the games and I kept it moving. But thanks to these fools talking so much crap, I started learning who produced what games come out when. Because I used to just play the game and beat it, tell you how I beat it, and that was it. Now I can tell you, anyway, I'm rambling. Continue, guys.
Well, man, who would have thought the word research? Oh, sorry, that's a dirty word.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, all right, peeps. It's 8:10. I'm tired. I want to go watch some kung fu movies. We're gonna get out of here. Yeah.
Wait, but we seem to only talk about Nintendo.
We didn't talk about Nintendo only. We talked about other stuff. We talked about kung fu movies. We talked about Overwatch. We talked a lot of stuff.
How much of this was Nintendo? Like
the last 20 minutes.
Hold on. Let's all express our fanboyism. Let's talk about Killer Instinct right now. Let's go.
Man, on that note, that's like another 3 hours of podcast. So on that note, we're gonna be getting out of here. So let's give our outros and we'll get out. Triple M.
What are you putting on the spot, Jay?
Because I like doing it. It's one of my hidden talents.
No. I see what you're doing. You're trying to get back at me for all the questions that I keep dropping on you guys.
Why would I ever do a thing like that? I would never do anything like that.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I would never do anything like that.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
I would never think to do something so underhanded.
No, I would never do that. Outro?
Outro, please, Triple M.
All right. Even though I didn't talk much, the good laugh that we had moments ago, I think I actually really needed that. But hey, this is Triple M, the Lone Wolf, and Heart of Gold. That my limbs never stops. So let's stop snoozing and go juicing.
UFC for the win. UFC.
What? All right, Shep.
I don't know what to. I don't know what to say after that. So keep it gaming. Shut up and play, y'all. All the best.
Oh God.
All right, Shadow.
Do you play games to have fun or impress other people?
Liger.
Press for the people,
Oh
bro.
my goodness. If I will pimp something out, I'll have to pimp something out right now. Is basically check out the last podcast on our channel. You might learn. We talked about everything other than Nintendo. We talked about all kind of crazy stuff. Even the Mohawk F1, the knockoff game, knockoff console that's China's
Oh
creating.
my gosh, that knockoff PS4 with an Xbox One controller. That was
Hold on. Now I gotta ask this, Andre. Were you the person that laughed out loud when Liger showed you that picture?
yes, I was. I certainly was.
Yeah, but I mean that podcast we talked about old PlayStation games, exclusive, whatever, and stuff like that. But that's good. But hopefully in the future I will do a next, like I did last year, keep an eye out for that podcast about the financials of all the companies, like I did last year. I got to read through a lot of stuff, and I got you most of it. And I learned some interesting stuff, like the one I talked about these consoles, that Nintendo sold, the millions, whatever. And also kind of like how Shadow's setting up, whatever, I am going to try to do a podcast to reset the 8th generation. And I think that would be interesting because a lot of people need to, if you look at what happened in the 8th generation up to this point, you're going to look back and like, wow, that stuff really did happen. And I did not even remember it.
Watch Dogs demo.
Other than that, as Jay normally say, there's no perfect games out there. Was perfect use, not perfect to me. Was perfect use, not perfect use. Play your games. Liger out.
All right. Shep, Dr. Ken, Dr. Get Dad out there. Yeah, you know what I'm talking to.
Dr. Feel Good.
Hey, it's okay. It's all good. It gets confusing. I'm the good shepherd. He trying to be good like me, so he calls himself Dr. Feel Good. It's whatever.
That dude that was sleeping on the plane.
Feel good.
I think he's out. Oh,
He's still playing Splatoon.
Don't you ever count me out, damn it.
He's still playing Splatoon.
No, actually, I'm not. I was throwing some stuff on the grill. But anyway,
Trying to feel good. Sorry.
Anyway, be on the lookout for a new scheduling of the OGL. I'm not sure what day it is yet, but just be on the lookout for it. I will also be doing a Splatoon 1 year later video. And
New gear coming.
What'd you say?
There's new gear coming too for Splatoon.
Yeah, I did read that. But yeah, that, and I'm also working on a Call of Duty video. It's not necessarily negative, but it's not really positive either. I'll just say that. But it's not about Infinity Warfare. Put that out there. I want to keep my channel. But that's about all I have. And as I always say, keep it gaming.
All right. Andre.
Well, every Wednesday, game ideas will work for the Wii U until I decide to stop that. Why You Know Game on Saturdays. And whatever other random tidbits I decide to drop throughout the week. Other than that, everybody, enjoy your games. And pro tip for anime, go watch Chorus. You need to watch it. K-A-R-A-S.
Yeah, watch both of them. The first
one. If you like hack and slash movies, you will like Chorus.
If you like cel shaded special CGI, you'll like it.
Yep.
Awesome anime. All right,
And
people.
knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
All righty. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday at Standard Time. Peace out, peeps.
Deuces.